Hi, welcome to my book review. The book I'm just about to review, I've had this book many years. Let me just tell you a small personal story about this book and what it did for my daughter. Well, I gave this book, which I'm about to review, to my daughter when she was at college, learning how to be an hairdresser. And then she got a job in a salon working for somebody else. And as she was working for someone else, she was reading this book. And through that book, she decided to open up her own salon and her own business. And which she did. She actually bought the salon. She not only just bought the salon, she bought the flat above the salon as well. And she was only 19 at that time. And she got an award for being one of the youngest entrepreneurs, which I'm very proud of. And it all happened with me giving this book to read. And yes, a little bit of help from her dad as well. Yeah. We won't mention that. But it was the book. And the book also has helped me as well in my entrepreneur journey and still helping me because I still read it. And the book which I'm about to review today is the famous book Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This book really goes into depth on the mindset between entrepreneurs. It's all about Robert having two dads, a poor dad and a rich dad. And the great thing about this book is reading about the difference between the mindsets of both Robert's dad. The difference between how a business person and an investor thinks compared to a guy who works for a living and's got a job. And it's the difference in the mindsets which you will learn about. This book is not a how-to book. It's not one of them type of books, but it really does teach you a lot about money, entrepreneur mindset. The two things I got from this book when I read this book were, and still sticks with me to this day, is about learning about money working for you. Money working for you. At that time when I first read the book, I didn't really grasp what Robert was saying because I was working for money at that time and I couldn't grasp it. And now I understand what he means about money working for you. The famous principle what's in this book is about liabilities and assets. And at that time, I was buying all liabilities. I wasn't buying any assets, and I changed that. And most of my money, what I spend now, is on assets. So you do learn a lot. The great thing about this book as well is the way his rich dad is teaching Robert. He's not actually telling him how to do things. He's not holding his hand and telling him you do this, you do that. He's making it so Robert thinks for himself about the lessons he's giving him, and he has to figure out himself what the lesson is about. And that's fantastic because we have to figure out as well when we're reading it, we're figuring out why is his rich dad teaching him that way. And it really does teach you a lot on the mindset that way. So, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I recommend this book for young entrepreneurs, beginners, and anyone who's not read this book. It's a must read. I still read it to this day, going over the chapters over and over again. So there you go, a quick review on Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And remember, press the subscribe button down below and subscribe to my channel, Peter Corrigan, The Entrepreneur Journey. And come along the journey with me as an entrepreneur, learning along the journey the secrets and the tips on how to be an entrepreneur and making mistakes along the way. That's what my channel is, about me setting up business ventures or a business venture and learning as I go along the way and reporting to you guys and girls what I'm finding, the truth, no BS, the truth about how to be an entrepreneur. So I hope you enjoyed my book review. Don't forget, this is a must book to read and get, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Again, press the subscribe button, give me thumbs up and put some comments on. And I hope to see you in my next videos on the entrepreneur journey. And remember, take care of each other. Bye-bye.